Join me every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday for some MTG Arena content. New episodes featuring Limited, Standard, Brawl, Standard 2022, Jumpstart, whatever we can play. I hope you guys enjoy the video. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of OB Plays MTG. Today, we are in the Standard 2022 queue, playing a deck that I have found to be an absolute blast. Basically, it's Wayne's World. It's party time. Excellent. We are playing Bant Party. Now, Bant Party, it's based off the party mechanic from Zendikar Rising. You basically put a bunch of shapeshifters, a bunch of party cards onto the battlefield. Tajuru Paragon, which is every single type, a card type for a party. You have Jaspera Sentinel, which is a rogue. You have Archpriest of Iona, which is a cleric. You have Nimble Trapfinder, which is another rogue, which is an insane card, by the way. We'll get into that eventually. Linvala, Shield of the Seagate, which is kind of like the ultimate card in this deck. When you have a full party, you're just turning off their biggest cards. Like, they can't attack, block, or activate abilities, and plus, it's also Wrath Protection or Hexproof, which is pretty great. I mean, and your squad commander, your warrior, enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white core warrior creature token for each creature in your party. You can draw 4 creature tokens, and then at the beginning of the combat on your turn, if you have a full party, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until the end of turn, which is wild. That's insane. Tazri, which is just it's kind of a vanilla 4/6 unless you're casting it for 1 mana, but that activated ability, which is you can pay 8 mana, or you can do 1 black, 1 blue, 1 red, and 1 green. You look at the top 6 cards of your library, reveal up to 2 cleric, rogue, warrior, wizard, and or ally cards from among them, and put them into your hand. So it's a way to refill your hand, get more creatures, and this card's kind of like the unsung hero. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. You gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. The deck has a really resilient ability of keeping your hand full, keeping your creatures on the board, and doing like really weird incidental things, like with Bears of Lityara. Create a 2/2 blue shapeshifter creature token with Changeling. Number 2, any number of target shapeshifter creatures you control have base power and toughness 4/4. That's any number. So if you have a Masked Vandal on board, you drop this, then you have 2 4/4s turn 4. Choose up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. Each creature with power 4 or greater you control deals damage equal to its power to that permanent. So I was like popping Goldspan dragons out of the sky and not triggering their treasures. I actually like completely invalidated an Emberstern Predator with Linvala, and I was pumping in damage. And then I had Squad Commander and Nimble Trapfinder one game, and every one of my creatures was getting +1/+0 and indestructible, and I was attacking with Nimble Trapfinder, and that activates when all 4 creatures when all 4 members of your party are filled, and it gives every single card or creature you have in play, whenever this creature deals damage, draw a card. So I was drawing like 4 cards a turn, like it was insane, and they couldn't kill any of my stuff. Typical mana base. This can actually come down untapped if you control a Masked Vandal or a Shapeshifter, which is pretty cool. But mostly all of these lands, they're just the Zendikar Rising flip lands, just to give you kind of an extra base for, like, you know, Tazri and concerted defense. I had all of my members of my party on the battlefield. The last game I played, opponent had a Como Cosmos Serpent, a couple Serpent tokens, and Imarith. They attack, so I know they're coming with the All Runs Epiphany. I block with creature tokens. I casted this for 1 mana and completely countered their Time Walk. Or their All Runs Epiphany, if you want to get technical. That's insane. But it's a super fun deck. I'm going to play a few games, and hopefully we get some wins with it before I have to leave for work. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let me know what you guys think, and let's get into some games. We are partying. Standard 2022 format. A lot of Rakdos going on in this format, I've noticed. This is a decent keep. We can keep that. We'll go ahead and play this on green. Get a Sentinel out. If our Masked Vandal survives, we can use Temple as an untapped land. Play this on blue. We'll smack in for 1. Prosperous Innkeeper. We will play this on... decline. We don't have to. White. There's 3 members of the party, so we're going to go ahead and just drop Tajuru Paragon. Opponent's not playing black, so I'm not really worried about any weird removal here. Next turn we have Squad Commander, which is pretty strong. Opponent wants to take away Squad Commander, that's fine. We'll just use Spoil of Adventure. We can draw 3 cards and gain 3 life, which is pretty banana sandwich. Yeah, we'll just do that. Needed lands. We'll put this down. I mean, we have every member of our party next turn, so if he wants to block with Elite Spellbinder, that's fine. We will take that trade. That's fine, we don't use treasure tokens, so opponent can have that. Interesting draw. We'll go ahead and do this. Take a ton of stuff. We have Concerted Defense, which is pretty good next turn. That's definitely a Alrund's Epiphany, more than likely, so. Go ahead and cast this, because why not? We'll leave up Concerted Defense. That's fine with me. We have counter magic to go ahead and leave this, but this is insane. This is so crazy, dude. That's game, bro. That's how quick it happens, bro. Squad Commander's an insane card. These cards, when they are activated, we were sleeping on them, bro. We were sleeping on all of this. We just didn't have the tools, but we have the tools in this format. It's like if limited was like ultra limited. Let's do another one. Still party time, bro. Still party time. Oh. Let's I mean, we got all our colors. That's the benefit of this. Opponent is doing the ye old. Oh man, we'll play this because I kind of want to make sure that we have our base colors before we go to Cray Cray. I highly doubt everything's going to survive, but we do have turn 3 Tazri, which is pretty wild. So and it's a warrior, so okay. Blue. Get a blue land. we will attack. Opponent has Expressive Iteration. Tazri is pretty strong in this matchup because Imrith can't kill it, and neither can Goldspan Dragon, so let's go ahead and cast that. We do have Spoils of Adventure as an instant. They can't kill it with Dragon's Fire because none of their dragons will make it plausible unless they use 2 of them, which I'll take a 2 for 1 all day. But another Expressive Iteration. They whiffed on lands. Interesting. Put this down as a black, and I think what we're going to do is grab stuff. We'll just grab this and this. Play an Archpriest. We do have all, like, I think we're actually at Wooburg, yeah. Which is kind of insane. Opponent wants to cast, like, Imarith here, who cares? Like, that's like... I'd really like to see a concerted defense here. It's rough. Yeah. We'll go ahead and just grab more stuff. Ooh, that's pretty banana sandwich. Yeah. Let's go for it. Opponent can counter this, it's fine. We're gonna still be pumping in damage. We're not really concerned about Alrund's Epiphany here. Opponent's in kind of a rough spot. Been doing my laundry. I got quarters. Well, opponent doesn't have Alrund's Epiphany, so we're not stupid stressed about it. If they want to draw into Goldspan Dragon, that's fine. They can drop their little landy poo. Let's do green. We'll do Linvala. Care less about that. And then we will play this. And we will exile Archpriest, get rid of their thingy. And now we have protection. Your move. That's game, y'all. Deck is super fun, man. Like, it's really fun. I can't even, like, express this enough. Like, and it's not horribly overcosted to craft. There's some rares, there's some stuff going on, but you like the lands are gonna cost you a lot. But if you are smart and you craft all your lands each set with your rare wild cards, you'll be good. It's amazing. It's super fun. Party bus. Still enjoying this deck, man. It's super fun. Standard 2022, man. Yeah, we'll probably keep this. We go first. Really depends on what we want to play first, I guess. I guess Archpriest is fine. Or if we want to get mana going, we could. That might be the best. We could do this on green, play the Jaspera, this on white, play Tajuru Paragon. And then we'll see. Opponent is deciding its own life choices to combat. Oh, okay. This on green. Do this. You gotta really watch your mana in this deck because you can get screwed. We are going to do this on white. Play a Paragon. Play Archpriest. And now we're already at 3. We draw into a land here, we're like kind of having an insane start. We drew the land. Opponent's got to deal with this, which is pretty strong. Next turn, if any of this survives, we're like pretty strong, good off because we can cast the Paragon, hold up things. So, opponent's got a lot to deal with. It's a pretty insane start. We're just going to do this. We have concerted defense, and they're dead, so. It's been real, bro. And that is Party. Really cool deck. That was an insane. That was just like absolutely insane. Like we had turn 3 squad commander with 4 tokens, and then we obviously had our counter spell up as a buffer. Opponent just could. They had an all runs epiphany and exile. It looks like so. We literally killed them turn, I believe 5, and we had 3 lands. We'll talk about it more in the wrap up. So that was Bant Party. We had some really cool games. The only issues I ever ran into, like outside of like the games you guys saw, and you know from playing the deck, you know, a couple days now, removal can be a problem. There are some like weird fringe decks. And now if you have Linvala and you can save whatever you got on the battlefield, like sweepers aren't necessarily a problem because no one's playing Shadow's Verdict right now. It's all like, well, I guess it doesn't really help that there's a lot of like higher costed creatures in the format as well. There's a lot of blood on the snow. I did run into Giants, which played Battle of Frost and Fire, and I didn't have Linvala, which gave me a problem. But all in all, like if you want a deck that's different, that's fun to play, that's relatively, you know, I mean, you're going to spend some rares. Like, you're going to spend rares on lands. There's a couple mythics in the deck. But if you want to put money into the deck, you want to actually build it, you're going to win some games, and it's going to be a grind because best of one sucks. But it's worth it, man. Like, I've had a ton of fun with this deck. This card is a silent all-star, refilling your hand whenever you need it. It's like really fun, and all the synergies are interesting. And once you get that full party thing going, people immediately are like highlighting over everything, wondering what's going on, because this is shutting things down. This is just making your party like ridiculously strong. you can just keep calling up stuff with Tazri, you know, and Tajuru even has that kicker ability that I can look at the top 6 cards of the library and put a card that shares the creature type into my hand. So there's a ton of things that you can do with the deck. Bears Elite Yara. Like I said, one of the games I was playing, I was popping Goldspan Dragons out of the sky with this card. Like, it was insane. Archpriest of Iona is just a great 1-drop. It didn't really get its time because the power level of Standard currently with Bone Crusher Giant, any X2 is going to get blown up on turn 2 anyway. But all in all, worth the craft, worth the fun. If you guys want to see some more Standard 2022, let me know in the comments. But for now, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I hope you guys have luck in the Magic Sphere. I'll see you guys next time.